Ukraine has dismissed as propaganda Russia's claims to have destroyed a dormitory housing Ukrainian troops in the eastern city of Kramatorsk, killing hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers. Journalists from Reuters visited the scene and said there were no obvious signs that soldiers had been living there and no signs of casualties. Well, our correspondent Hugo Bachega joins me now from Kyiv. And Hugo, what more do we know about this?
Yeah, Mariam, so this is a claim that was made yesterday by the Russian authorities. And I think to understand this Russian claim, we need to go back to what happened on New Year's Day. There was a massive Ukrainian attack targeting a Russian base in the east of the country. And dozens of Russian soldiers were killed. And to give you a sense of how catastrophic this attack was, the Russian authorities issued a rare admission of casualties. They said 89 Russian soldiers had been killed. The Ukrainians say that up to 400 had been killed. So the numbers were not clear, but this was a massive attack on New Year's Day, Ukrainian attack targeting Russian soldiers. Now, yesterday, the Russian authorities said they had retaliated. They said they targeted two facilities being used by Ukrainian soldiers in the eastern town of Kramatorsk, and they said 600 Ukrainian soldiers had been killed. They provided no evidence to support this claim. And I've got to say personally, when this claim emerged yesterday, I found it very difficult to believe, because there was nothing to suggest from social media, from Ukrainian media, that a massive attack had happened in Kramatorsk. We knew that the city had been attacked overnight, but residents, our sources, were not talking about it. And Kramatorsk is a city you can actually visit, and journalists went to these two locations that the Russian authorities said had been hit, and again they found no evidence to suggest that hundreds of Ukrainian soldiers had been killed. So we spoke with a spokesman of the Ukrainian army, and he said this was another piece of Russian propaganda, essentially dismissing this Russian claim as a lie.
Hugo, as always, thank you for the information and the clarification. Hugo Bachega there for us in Kyiv.